Excuse me, is this yours?
Thanks.
Are you okay?
I've had it.
What do you mean you've had it?
Long story. Now you can do.
Why? What's happened?
Look, I know you're only trying to help, but trust me, I'm a lost cause.
Look,
Jess.
I'm Gary. I can see your distress, but believe me, everything will look a whole lot better tomorrow.
No, it won't. Tomorrow I'm getting evicted.
Sorry to hear that.
Unless I get 150 quid from somewhere, and it's got to be before 12 noon tomorrow. I'm behind on my rent. My landlord, he just won't give me any more time.
Your landlord is going to evict you for the sake of £150?
Well, no. I actually owe him a lot more than that, but it's just we had a deal where I pay off my arrears bit by bit, but this month I'm 150 quid short and he just won't have it.
I see. Is there really no one who can help you?
No. Well, I had to resign from a job because I screwed up. I just can't get another one. Got no family. Ain't got any real mates. My bank won't extend my overdraft and I can't get a loan. My landlord chucks me out, that's it. I'll have nowhere to go, I'll be on streets.
Look, there's a pawnbroker on the high street, and they're open from 9 a.m. tomorrow. Have you got anything you can sell to them? You know, like jewellery?
Trust me, I've got out valuable.
Are you sure, Jess? Isn't there anything, something, or some things worth 150 quid?
Hang on.
Oh. Have you thought of something?
I have, but... Oh, God.
Does it have great sentimental value?
It's not sentimental, Gary, it's just something I really, really don't want to sell.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Jess, but I think it's a case of needs must.
Aye. Guess so.
Do you mind if I ask you what it is you're thinking of selling? I'm not trying to be nosy, I just want to make sure it's worth £150.
I bloody well hope it's worth 150 quid.
Yes?
Look, don't judge me.
I'm not going to judge you, Jess. I mean, for God's sakes, you can pretty much sell anything under these circumstances.
I've got one thing left that I can sell. And that's my body.
Oh, now, come on. You do not want to go down that road.
Just as a one-off, like.
Oh.
Well, it's easy money at least. I'll go home with him, take my clothes off, let him do what he wants, and that's it, it's all over. I might lose my dignity, but at least I'll still have a roof over my head.
Oh, there must be another way.
No, there's not, Gary. Not now.
Where would you find someone for that?
I don't know. Someone in here, maybe. Gary?
Jess?
Well?
Well, what?
Do I have to spell out to you?
Well, I'm sorry, Jess, but I don't know what you're on. Now, wait a minute. We can't.
Why not? Assuming you're not married.
Right, yeah, I'm single. In fact, I've been for years.
Can you get 150 quid tonight?
Oh, I can easily get my money. It's just, come on, I'm old enough to be your father.
I don't give a shit about that. Well, all film stars have younger lovers.
Yeah, but just in case you hadn't noticed, I'm not exactly George Clooney.
Oh, come on. We're both adults. If we both consent, then what's the problem? Look, you said you've been single for years. Well, don't you get frustrated like?
Now, look, we're strangers. This is inappropriate.
You are frustrated. I can tell. Look, we're just helping each other out. What's harm in that?
I'm sorry. I can't carry on this conversation. I hope you can sort yourself out, Jess, yeah? Good night.
You might not get another chance. You might not get another chance. I mean, bet you don't get things like this offered to you every day.
Actually, no one has ever offered me anything like this in my life.
Well, there you are. Life is for living.
I can't do this.
Yes, you can, Gary. You can do this. Come on. It's not like the world will stop spinning round.
You won't tell anyone, will you?
Of course not. Besides, we're strangers. We've naught to do with each other, so now is going to come of it.
No, I guess not. This feels really wrong, but you're gorgeous. It's been so long since. Oh, damn it. Let's do it. Okay, well, Jess, welcome to my humble abode. Sorry about the mess. Oh, and the hole in the ceiling.
How long have you been living here then?
Too long. Far too long, but well, I won't be here much longer, thankfully.
What made you come to Wakebury?
Oh, you noticed my southern accent then?
It's a dead giveaway, Gary.
Well, I originally moved up for a management job, but I also met and married a Yorkshire lass. Unfortunately, neither the job nor the marriage lasted, and my life went on a steady decline, which eventually led to this bloody awful bedsit. However, everything's changed now since I've just come into some money, totally unexpectedly, which is why I can afford what you offered.
Don't rush this, Gary. I just...
It's all right. It's all right. We've got all night. You know, you're not the only one having a bad time of it. Until this windfall, I was really depressed.
Why?
I just felt disconnected from everyone. All my friends and family have just drifted away. I've got no one. So go on, Jess, what about you? What's your story?
There's not much to tell.
Well, I just hope you're going to be okay from now on. I mean, surely even living with your parents is going to be better than, well, being on the streets.
I can't live with my parents. I was brought up by my mum, but she died in a car crash a couple of years back.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I'm over it. You see, my mum left me with nought. In fact, I took out loans in her name, so when she died, it took me right up shit creek without a paddle. And then I lost my job. Like you, I've got no one. But I will get through this, Gary. One way or another, I will get through this.
Yes.
I'm scared.
Hey, I wonder if it's weird or extreme. You're safe.
And you've got protection, haven't you?
Thankfully, the pub had a machine in the gents' toilets, so.
All right. But don't forget, we do this as a one-off tonight. And you never get in touch with me again. Are we clear?
Of course. Look, Jess, I'm actually moving quite soon, so trust me, when you leave this bedsit, I'll disappear from your life forever. It'll be like it never happened. Come here. Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, beautiful. It just feels wonderful.
Gary, this ain't supposed to be all emotional like.
I'm sorry, Jess, but I'm a sensitive guy. For me, there has to be some feeling.
Well, all right, but just remember, it's just for tonight.
Oh, Jess. Jess, I can feel your body tightening up. You're not comfortable with this, are you?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I thought I could just do deed, but
It's all right. It's all right.
Let me give you your money back.
No, you need that money.
But I didn't.
All right. Now, why don't you order yourself a taxi?
Yeah, is that Gold Star Taxis? Yeah, can I order a taxi, please, for Jess? Yeah, 13 The Villas, Waitbury. To the bus station in Waitbury Town Centre, please. Yeah, no, actually, no, not for now. Can you make it, half past midnight? Yeah, thanks. Yep, the bus station. Yeah, good night, thanks.
midnight?
Yeah, that'll give us time to, you know. Oh, Gary, I can't take all this money and give you nought for it. We had a deal. I've got to keep my end of bargain. It's just one thing though. I don't want to go into all the details, but with last bloke, well, I had a bad experience.
I see.
So I need you to be patient and gentle.
Of course, Jess. Look, I know we're just strangers on a chance encounter, and I know I'm paying you for this, but I don't want you to leave my flat tonight feeling in any way humiliated or violated. If at any point you feel uncomfortable, just say so, okay?
Thanks, Gary.
Now, is there anything I can do to make this easier for you? Would you like some music?
No, I'm all right. There is something you could do that would help. Can you turn the light out?
Sure. Well, I'm not sure if the traditional "how was it for you" is appropriate under these circumstances, but are you okay?
I'm right.
Are you sure? I mean, you're not feeling repulsed or anything?
No. It's right.
Rest assured, I was wearing the
I know you were.
Jess, can I share something with you?
Of course, Gary. We've just had sex. No point in us having secrets now, is there?
No, I suppose not. Okay, for many years now, I've been racked with guilt.
Well, why? You seem a decent bloke to me.
Decent bloke. I've just paid to have sex with a woman I met down the pub. That's been a decent bloke, is it?
Yeah, but it was me who offered it. In fact, I talked you into it. Anyway, why are you so guilty?
As a young man, I did something awful, really, really awful. I let my family down so badly.
Sure you had your reasons. I'm not going to judge you, Gary. I'm just grateful you've stopped me from getting evicted.
Well, yeah, but what about you? What about your future? I mean, with no job and all that?
I don't think about future. I just live one day at a time. I'm not your responsibility.
I know, but there's something about you. I don't know what it is. All I know is I've just got to make sure that you're going to be all right.
I'll be fine. I'm a survivor. I have had to be.
Oh, I think that's your cab.
I'll see myself out.
Well, have a good life, Jess.
Look after yourself, Gary. It were wrong bloody taxi.
What?
It was for one of your neighbours. They're going to Leeds Bradford Airport.
Oh, for God's sakes. Well, I'm sure it won't be long, Jess.
Oh, I bloody hate waiting for taxis. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask you. Is that a picture of you when you were younger?
I'm afraid so, yeah. Back in the days when I was gigging 4 nights a week, I was in this group and we combined psychology with rock music. We called ourselves Pink Floyd.
Oh, God. No. Oh.
I know, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Actually, I remember my mum did gigs when she was younger, and she also had a daft stage name.
Pink Floyd.
Oh God, what was it now? Oh, it'll come to me. It'll come to me.
Oh.
Lady Mystery.
Oh my God! What have I done? So, here we are in this pub again. Do you come here often?
Well, I used to when I was younger. What with it being first pub on Eastgate Run.
Ah, yeah, Wakebridge's legendary Eastgate Run, the most famous pub crawl in Yorkshire.
Aye, I hardly come here now though. Well, obviously I don't have much money, but I've kind of moved on from all that.
You do as you get older. Still, they do a nice pint here. I'll give them that. They also do some good food here too. Actually, Jess, are you okay for food? I'll happily buy you a meal. They do a really nice curry here.
I just thought we'd have this one drink, if that's all right with you.
Oh, okay. If that's what you want. Have you had any more hassle from your landlord?
No, he couldn't believe it when I gave him money to stop eviction though. He wondered where I got the cash from.
You didn't tell him though, did you?
I just told him someone helped me out last minute, which is sort of true.
I suppose you could argue it that way. Have you got a job now?
Aye, it's crap and boring and it'll pay all bills. Or at least for now.
For now?
Well, it's only temp work. I don't know how long it'll last for, and I've got debts to pay as well, but as I think I've told you before, I'm a survivor.
Look, Jess, I just can't walk away from here tonight knowing that you could soon return to a similar situation.
Trust me, I'll be right.
Okay, well, if this is our last ever conversation, we're just having the one drink, then I suppose we'd better
Get on with what needs to be discussed.
Yes. Let me start by saying that you're really very brave to come and see me tonight. Bearing in mind these really extreme circumstances. I mean, you did say after the night, we will never see each other again, and I'm sure a lot of women couldn't bring themselves to have another meeting after all after all that happened.
Thanks, Gary. I must admit, I nearly didn't come. Just as I was getting ready to go out, I started having flashbacks to that horrific moment when...
I know. I know.
In fact, I was typing out a message to say, I can't face it. When I changed my mind.
What made you change your mind?
Well, if it weren't for you, I'd be on streets, so I figured I owed it to you.
I see. I did feel guilty for looking you up on Facebook. I typed and I retyped out that first message loads of times before I sent it. I really wasn't sure if it was the right thing to do. I'm still not sure. I'm clicking on by my fingernails here. But rightly or wrongly, I just really wanted to see you one more time so that hopefully we could both get some closure. Look, you do know that if I had any idea, even the slightest inclination as to who you were, there's no way I would have done what I did.
I don't doubt that. Oh, you only did what most blokes would do. It's just...
Extremely unfortunate.
Aye.
You know, I keep beating myself up for not being stronger and just insisting you took my money without the sex. I should not have allowed you to talk me back into it. I should have made you go there and then. If I'd done that, then we would have been spared this horrid situation.
Gary, I promise I don't blame you for what happened. I just wish I hadn't mentioned my mum's stage name.
Oh, come on. As far as you were concerned, that was just idle chit-chat. You wouldn't know about my connection to Kim. I'm the one who should have realised it. Because all the resemblances, they're there. Your eyes, your smile, your mannerisms, the whole personality. Oh, I should have realised that we're not strangers. I should have realised that those resemblances are there for a reason. I should have realised that you are my daughter.
Wait. I have to face this. I have to face this.
Besides, one of the reasons I came here tonight is I have to ask you something. Why? Why did you abandon me and Mum? I mean, I was only a baby. Why did you go?
No, you have every right to ask that question. Where do I start? I must admit it was an accident having you.
I was an accident. Mum never told me that.
Yes, you were, but thankfully the pregnancy and the birth went smoothly. However, I never adapted to being a dad. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't that you were a difficult baby. I just couldn't get used to it. And the feeling of wrongness never left me. You see, when you're in an unhappy marriage, well, you can get a divorce. When you're in a bad job, you can resign, but well, bar exceptional circumstances, there is no way to relinquish parenthood. You just expected to ride it out. But I just couldn't do it. And then, eventually, rightly or wrongly, I decided that it would be better for you to have one solid, dependable parent to nurture you and not have it all spoiled by a fragile, insecure father like me. So I just took off and I ran away.
Did you even try talking to Mum?
I know this is going to sound extremely cowardly, but I just couldn't. You see, Jess, in my mind, I really couldn't justify going, but at the same time, I knew I had to go to prevent myself from having a mental collapse. Like I said, I honestly felt I would not do you any good at all.
Yeah. But did you realise what running away would do to me? I grew up asking myself over and over again why you left. I keep thinking there was something wrong with me.
There was nothing wrong with you. It was me.
Yeah, but I didn't know that, did I?
No, I'm so sorry for the pain I've caused you. I did want to get in touch. I did want to see how you turned out. I wanted to help you outside of paying the child maintenance money, but I honestly didn't think I could. That's why you never saw or heard from me.
One thing I will say, that is despite everything, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have even been born.
Well, there is that.
And also, it might surprise you this, but I can sort of relate to you.
Relate to me?
I can. See, the whole thing of not feeling like you cut out to be a parent. That's why I had an abortion. It weren't planned, and James, my boyfriend at the time, he were up for having kid. And I said, no, I can't do it. I can't be a mother, it's not me. So I sort of understand why you left.
I bet Kim didn't know.
I ain't gonna lie. She hated you.
Well, I wouldn't have expected anything different. By the way, I was really sorry to hear about her car crash. Poor Kim. I owe her so many apologies now. I didn't get the chance to make them. At least not in this life. Still, you can something you can at least sort of understand.
I've got to say, I've always wanted to meet you.
Not like this.
Well, obviously not like this. But you see, all Mum ever said was that you were some bastard who abandoned us. She never said how else. She never even showed us your picture. So I couldn't help wondering what my dad would read it like. What's up?
Oh, I was just thinking, I very nearly walked right past you without saying anything. My God, the consequences of our choices. Life hangs on such thin threads. Look, Jess, this doesn't have to be the end for you and me. We can move on from this and work out a way forward. It is possible.
What? After all that's happened?
Yes, even after all that. I want to give you a decent home, clear your debts, help set you up for a future life. Try and help make up for that sordid night in my flat. I know we can never have a normal father-daughter relationship, but if nothing else, I can give you stability. You do need that. They have failed you as a child, but I won't. I won't fail you as an adult.
But me and you, we've...
And that should not have happened. But you see, things that shouldn't happen actually happen every day. I know it repulses you. It repulses me, but this really is the worst possible way a father could reunite with his daughter. But there's nothing we can do to change it now, as vile as it is. Something we're going to have to learn to live with. Jess, people do have dark secrets. People do get themselves into bad situations with disturbing consequences. These things do happen.
Not like this, they don't. What happened between us is just sick. Other people don't have this sort of shit happen to them.
Look, it's not the sort of thing you put on Facebook, but there are people who've actually gone through stuff like this. No one is going to find out what happened between us ever. It's just a secret of the night.
Yeah. But we've got to carry this for the rest of our lives.
Some people will say it's just chance, and others will say it's fate. But whatever you believe in, Jess, this has happened, and we are here. However, it is possible to pull out something beautiful from the wreckage. You see, within all our horror and our repulsion, we now have a golden opportunity. Can't we put all this behind us? Can't we start again?
This is doing my head in. My feelings are all confused.
Yes, I know. I'm asking you to overlook a hell of a lot. But well, neither of us are in a good place in our lives. You have no one and I have no one. So despite the awful way we've reunited, there is actually a lot of good that can come from this. All you can ever do in life is to face up to what's thrown at you and make the best of it. I mean, what's the alternative?
Yeah, but
But what?
what about Mum? She hated you. She's probably looking down at us now in total disgust.
Well, maybe she is, but what can I do?
Well, I know you can't do out, but you've got to understand this is really uncomfortable for me. It feels like I'm betraying Mum.
You're bound to have mixed emotions. But when you get into a messy situation, you're unlikely to get a neat and tidy exit. I can help you. I want to help you. It's just a case of whether you can allow yourself to accept my help. I promise that in time, we will move on from this disturbing episode. However, if this is too unbearable for you, I will understand. If you do want me to go, I'll leave this pub right now, and I'll make sure you never see me again. What's it gonna be, Jess? It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to say another word. I'll go.
Let's start again.
Jess.
Let's start again, Dad.